Hello, everybody. Mike Hammer here. This year, starting in March, actually, we ended up canceling our track season, followed in through the summertime, where the students actually got to get in the gym and started to work out in the weight room. And then COVID got a little more drastic, and we had to stop everything in the weight room as well. And unfortunately, our fall sports also were canceled. But today we want to talk about, what we miss about the sports seasons. And I got three coaches today. I got Coach Cornelli, football, Coach Brown, cross country, and Coach Bordeaux, boys golf. So guys, thanks for taking the time today through your schedule and meeting with us. And just a few questions I want to ask each of you. And the first one, we miss our seniors. The seniors kind of get ripped off again this year for missing their sports. So just kind of go around and talk about your seniors. Coach Cornelli, you want to start us?
Sure. We'd have a small senior class this year. Probably would have had maybe 4 or 5 seniors. Some of those would be Hugo Jansen, Rain Little Elk, Kobe Peterson, and Lancer Whitefeather. All guys that have played for us for, would have been 4 years, with the exception of Kobe being 3 years. And, like you said, it's really disappointing when you lose a season like that for the seniors' sake, because they don't get another chance with that. So that's, always as a coach, that's kind of one of the disappointments I have with that. Giving those guys another chance to build on last year. Last year was kind of a down year record-wise for us. I think, we would have taken a step in improving that this year. And they missed out on that opportunity. They missed out on that chance. So those are some of the guys. Again, small class, but some good kids.
Mr. Brown, Coach Brown, you want to talk?
Yeah. So just real quick, our seniors this year would have been Tony Ariano, Liv Guru, Amia, Roach Valandra, and then Aiden Ayat. So just quick shout out to those 4, and obviously a bummer. We did have Tony ended up competing for White River, so shout out to him. He ended up qualifying at regions for state, and still got to have a season there with White River. Aiden gave a spin up at Jones County, ended up having a season-ending injury up there. But obviously a bummer to not get to have a season with all of them. And, dating back to 2019, boys got second at regions and girls got third. So we had 2 teams make it and got to compete at state. So it would have been nice and would have been fun to, get to try and repeat that, bring them both back. So I had a lot of respect and a lot of fun with those 4. It would have been great to finish out their seasons as Falcons here in their senior year, but things happen. So just wanted to mention those 4.
Thank you, Coach. Coach Bordeaux, I see you're at the golf course again. You got anything to say about well, you don't have any seniors, did you?
Huh?
You wouldn't have had any seniors.
Not that I know of. That's not saying none of them would have came out. I don't know. We would have had, based on last year, I would have had, 3 sophomores, I think.
Okay.
I could have had some seniors come out. I don't.
Right. So, Coach Bordeaux, what do you want these returning upperclassmen coming back? Next year, hopefully we can have a season. What are your expectations when they come to your first practice?
I'm hoping that they get out and play some golf during the summer. They get free golf membership out here at the golf course, so it'd be nice to see them out there 2 or 3 times a week golfing and stuff. But the big thing is just working on their game. I did see a few of them out there this summer playing, so that was a good thing.
All right. Coach Brown, how about you?
Well, some of it's dependent on, everything that happens in the spring. But obviously, if there is a track and field season, we definitely want if you're a cross country runner, we'd love to see you out doing those distance events if there's a spring season. Regardless of the spring sports environment, you got to get out there and start upping your mileage so that when summer workouts and camps start happening, you're ready to go. And you already have, I know it's hard to stay in shape or get in shape, especially with winter happening and a lot of facilities not being available. But home workouts in the winter, and when you get those nice days, put in miles.
Thank you, sir. Coach Cornelli?
Well, one thing we got to talk about is getting it done in the classroom. I think right now that's probably the number one thing that these kids need to do in order to be able to play, to be eligible, to be able to play. We need to do a heck of a lot better job than we're doing now. So those kids need to, establish good work habits. It's tough, like Coach Brown said, and Coach Bordeaux said, it's tough now with the COVID going on and having to do everything at home and being on your own, but you got to find a way to put in the work, so to speak. And if you put in the work on your schoolwork, that carries over to your athletics as well. And again, like Coach Brown said, there's no facilities open right now, but find something to do. Get outside, and we've had several nice days. Get outside and do something. Go for a short jog. Go get out and you just get out in the field and throw the football around with somebody and run some sprints or something to that effect, wherever your kids are. Then there's all kinds of things I've seen on the internet for at-home workouts, and ranging from the old school push-ups and whatnot. Throw your textbooks in your book bag and use that as a weight. Honestly, I've seen workouts like that. Fill up 2 empty milk jugs with water, and you've got 2 8-pound dumbbells. Even though it's not a lot, it's something. And again, that'll help you too. I think that'll help you get in a better habit. And then definitely we want to get out of the habit of staying up till 5 o'clock in the morning playing video games and dipping Doritos into chocolate icing, and drinking a 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew. I think there's a lot of that going on right now, and we got to, get out of those bad habits and start getting into some good habits. So there's lots of stuff to do, a lot of things we can do to be ready when the time comes, whether that's a spring with spring golf and track and whatnot, or whether that's all the way into the fall with football. When the time comes, I'm sure the kids will be ready to go and get back at it.
Thank you, guys. All right, last question to y'all. Jeff, Coach Brown, we'll start with you with what did you miss about the season this year?
We have a pretty close-knit group typically, and part of it, I think, is a lot of our kids do start in middle school practicing with us. So we have a strong ties by the time our kids get into senior high, juniors and seniors. So I just miss getting to see those students grow. Obviously mentioned it with our seniors not getting that last year to compete, but I think it provides a lot of social connection for me, Coach Longdew, Coach Petrie, and the kids with themselves. So, just all the laughs, the trips, getting to compete at events like LNI and regions, some of those big meets where you're on a bigger stage. We have a lot of emphasis on family, and as with all things with COVID, it's nice to lean on family in times of hardship, and it was tough having to miss out on that.
Coach Cornelli, what do you miss most about missing football?
It was definitely a strange not having football this year. This is the first time in 40 years straight that I haven't had a fall football camp. So it was definitely odd not having that there. but again, I kind of, the way I feel about it is I understand why, something is, everybody feels like something is taken away, but there's a reason for it, safety and whatnot. So, but, again, I guess, the main thing I missed about it though was getting those kids together and getting out and, at this point you miss the grind, you miss the daily things, the practices and stuff like that, and being with the kids and building for something. So and again, like Coach Brown said, not seeing those kids, it's tough. You miss them, and you feel for them not having missing one of their seasons.
Thank you, sir. Coach Bordeaux, what do you miss about golf?
The biggest thing I miss was just hanging out with the boys, traveling, getting to know what they did all summer long, and joking around and having fun.
No. Well, guys, thank you very much for joining us today. Miss Rosebud Brushbreaker, she couldn't join us. She's a little under the weather, but we'll do a separate one for her. She's not out of it, Rosebud. So thanks, guys. Enjoy your day, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
All
Thank
right.
you. Go Falcons.
Go Falcons.